Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Derek, coming from Madison Avenue Studios in Owego. So today we're going to talk about, going to go back and forth, but last couple episodes we talked about kind of what led me up to the change and the whys. So today we're going to kind of talk about where I was coming into the close of 2017. So November, December, how things are working with the brace, how things are working with my mind, how the health changes are going, and, a little bit of the financial aspect, being with the health changes for about 3 months. So stay tuned. Like us on whatever your channel you're watching, podcast, YouTube, Facebook. Like, share, subscribe to. Appreciate the support. So, November, December 2017. So I got the brace. I'm full swing into, my health journey here. I did write down some notes. I just wanted to share some actual factual information from my journey with you guys. So, I stated I broke my ankle August 21st, 2017. I actually started on my health journey October 7th was my day that I did the weigh-in, and I did my watch measurements, which is waist, arm, thighs, chest, hips. So October 7th, I still haven't had the brace yet. Brace didn't come until November 14th, 17. But I had started their health journey, had the support team. So October 7th, I was sitting at about 330 pounds. My waist was 54, I think, at the belly button, something ridiculous. So now we get into first month on the program. I lost about 33 pounds. So from October 7th to November 7th, I dipped down into the 200s. I hadn't seen the 200s. I'll put it this way. I've lived in Vestal, Binghamton area now since 2002. I moved up here. I had friends that I've known for 10 years that never knew me to be under 300 pounds. Ever. In the 10 years they've known me. So that was kind of a new thing. That's November, December is when people really started noticing that I was doing something. And I know a lot of you follow me on Facebook. A lot of my friends, you see me posting all the time now, but I still wasn't even really posting a lot on social media about what I was doing at this time. I was kind of I needed to get into my own wheelhouse and figure things out myself before I could really start sharing them with other people. But yeah, like I said, I get into November, started stressing over the holidays were coming up and, what was going on and how that was going to look for me emotionally and physically. We decided, Caroline and I, were going to invite my whole family up for Thanksgiving. When I say whole family, my mom's side of the family, cousins, aunts, uncles, second cousins, maybe second cousins once removed. I don't know. We can never figure that all out. So what ended up being a thought turned into 26 people were going to be at my house for Thanksgiving. Now, typically, Thanksgiving was one of my favorite days of the year because basically you can eat guilt-free, right? No calories on Thanksgiving. So, again, I'm reaching out to my coach, what am I going to do? I have 26 people coming. And, she plainly said, don't make it about the food. Make it about the company. Easier said than done. But I got through the day. I stayed on plan. I made my own food. I made food for everybody, obviously, but I stayed on plan and got through it. And actually, there were so many people there and people I haven't seen in a while. So really, I didn't really have much time to eat anyway because we were too busy talking. So I got through that day. I got my brace now, a couple weeks. My whole mindset, everything started just started clicking. So we get into. So I got through Thanksgiving. Now we're starting to look into December. Christmas is coming. And I just wrote down some numbers here. So October 7th, I started the program. By the 10th of December, so 2 months after I started the program, I went from 330 pounds to 280 pounds. So I was already down 50 pounds. I was 2 months into it. My confidence level was up. I was feeling good about what was going on. Just everything. Everything was looking great. I was feeling better. I had more energy. I was sleeping better. I was more active with the family, which was helping out do things. So it was awesome. It's coming into Christmas time. Probably the first time in many Christmases that Caroline and I weren't running out the last day to get, the last paycheck to get stuff for our friends and family. And, we were actively working in the wood shop and getting stuff for that. And, people were coming over and we were giving away all of our Christmas cheer, things that we do in the wood shop. And, things were going great. So it wasn't until about middle of December that I started to really share my journey on Facebook. Of course, that's pretty much what everybody uses, nowadays. So the 10th of December, I started sharing my journey socially. So, I knew it was time. I knew I couldn't do it alone. I knew I'd have support along the way. It wasn't just a diet. It was about making health changes. And I needed to make these changes forever. So 15th of June, I hit 277 pounds. I wrote that one down because that's when I started really talking and thinking about health coaching and being able to pay it forward to other people because I just realized the benefits that I was getting from it and that why wouldn't everybody want this? Not everybody wakes up and is 100% healthy every day. People have their struggles, whether it's food or finances or whatever. It could be anything. It could be mental. It could be physical. There's so many different things that being healthy can overcome. And for me, it was a lot. So here I am approaching 70 days on my journey. 70 days, I was down 55 pounds. So December 17th to 17, I'm down 55 pounds. My whys still hadn't changed, but I was already reaping the benefits of my whys. And by that, I mean, I had said in a previous podcast about getting active, losing weight, getting healthy, healing my ankle, saving money, dropping meds, living longer. I'm just over 2 months into the journey, and I'm already reaping the benefits of my whys. And I say that because it was so critical to have that focus point. And I'll say it again. I'll probably talk to it about 1,000 times. But the whys is to keeping your mental stability is huge. You need that every day. I did. I needed that every day. I needed to know those whys. I needed to keep that progress going. So again, huge for me. So here we come into the holidays again, and things are going great. I'm probably feeling the best. I remember, still even working with physical therapy. I'm into my brace now for a month. I'm walking straight. My gains at physical therapy. I remember coming into Christmas time, like I felt like a new man already, and I was only a little over 2 months into the journey, and it was amazing. The mountains I was able to overcome was just unbelievable. I can't even really begin to explain the scope of everything that was coming about all this. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. So coming into the holidays, again, probably the healthiest I'd been in a long time. A long time. Like I said, a lot of friends I knew didn't even know me to be under 300 pounds. And guys I've known for 10 years in the fire company didn't even know me to be under 300 pounds. I actually started getting texts from friends, back home. They're like, oh, this is the Derek we remember, from when I moved. Because, I wasn't probably about what I weigh now when I moved up here in 2002. So that was good. That was the affirmation I needed. Not to pat myself on the back, but it just helped me solidify the fact that what I was doing was working. One of the things I struggled with the first couple of months is that, I still look in the mirror and I still see Derek. The physical, your mind takes about 90 days to catch up to the physical aspects of what's going on. So one of the things that they stress in our health coaching is the fact that, you want to take pictures. So yeah, there's more the Facebook world than just the pictures I share. I needed that documentation. I needed that affirmation that what I was actually doing was working. Because when I looked in the mirror, I still saw Derek. And it was the same Derek, same shape. I was smaller, but I still looked the same. So I was trying to formulate that in my own brain. And like I said, it takes 90 days for that to actually factor into what I was doing and being able to see it. Everybody else could see it. I couldn't see it. I'd weigh myself. Yeah, I was down weight. I was down inches. I could feel better. My clothes were shrinking. By the time the week of Christmas came around, I basically had to go buy a whole new wardrobe. Nothing I had fit me. I went from 4XL clothes down to 2XL clothes. And I started giving away all my clothes. So, it just takes time. But it was nice to actually hear it from people. It was nice to get the text messages. It was just that support, that constant support I needed to keep moving forward. All right, so getting through the holidays, and Christmas went off without a hitch. We had a great Christmas. Was feeling good. Went in the Christmas break. Was great. I was at my meetings with the lawyers and the doctors were going okay. I had the new leg brace, had the new outlook on life. I finished out the year 2017 at 270 pounds. So on December 31st of 2017, I was down to 270. Where in October, I was at 330. So now I'm down 60 pounds. I signed up to coach in December. Really wasn't still too sure about it, what was going on, but I had a buddy of mine approach me about helping him out. So I said, sure, why not? Give it a shot and see what happens. He's still doing great, by the way. He's down about 40, almost 50 pounds since the first of the year. So it's kind of like my way to pay it forward. Bless somebody else. Help them out for what I've been given. So we come into January. January is a whole new year, all new beginnings, new outlook on life, feeling great. I was getting more active in church. I was still losing weight. I was doing great with the family, friends. I wanted to travel more this year. Our financial aspect was looking a little better. We weren't living necessarily paycheck to paycheck. We got an extra maybe 4 hours past payday. It's great. It's a joke. So I was working on the house, just working on my happiness. I hit January running. I dipped down into 260s, and I just stayed focused. I was still doing the program. I was still losing weight, still doing everything I needed to do. Had started a couple clients now. It's January. I got a couple clients going, helping pay it forward. I'm just getting more active. And now I could start really reaping the benefits of the work I was putting into. January, Caroline's grandmother passed away, and prior years, like to even think about Caroline's grandmother passed away, and she lived down in Alabama, and we were gonna drive down. If it was 2 years ago, a year ago, I would have never. I would have been like, sorry, I either gonna have to fly down. There's no way. But when it happened, unfortunate as it was, I was ready to go. I just said, I walked in and said, "It's when we leaving? We'll go pick up your mom and brother, and we'll head down. Let's go." So that was a huge blessing to her that I was in a mindset where I could even think about doing that. So that was huge. That was really a blessing for her. That hit her hard. It was her last grandmother. It was her last grandparent, and that's the grandmother that she spent all of her summers when she goes down to Alabama. That's where they go every year. I mean, she's in her 40s, and she's, I don't think, ever missed a year going down there and spending her summers. And for those of you that know my family, they pretty much, I'm a bachelor for the whole month of July because they're in Alabama visiting family. So that was a big hit. She was a big part of her life up until that point. And but anyway, so for me to be able to go down there, I drove the whole way down, the whole way back, 3,000 miles. I don't remember what it was. We wrote it down at one point, but the whole week went great. As sad as it was really a milestone for me because I used to be miserable driving. I hated driving. I couldn't do it. I'd lose focus. I'd fall asleep driving. I was so tired in the afternoons. I couldn't even, she'd be yelling at me, "Stay awake, blah, blah, blah." So, for me, it was huge. Yeah, so I wrote down here, trip to Alabama, 2,058 miles, 8 states, 7 days. And I did the whole thing. And that was huge. So, and it was huge for her because I was there being supportive instead of being miserable, like I had on many other occasions. So yeah, things are going in the right direction. So January comes, things are going great. And then, that happened, which was unfortunate, but still had some silver lining. Again, we were, the holidays were over and we were able to focus on 2018. And so we started a couple of things at the house that we'd never done either before. We did a family plan, family outlook for what we want 2018 to look like. And it's a little different than prior years. Prior years, we just wanted to get through the day. Now we're kind of looking month, 2 month, 3 months. What are we doing for the summer? What are we doing for the year? Some family projects. Kids want to go some places. These are things I never really thought of before because, I just trying to get through the week. We didn't even have enough money to get through to Friday, let alone do anything else. Plus, I was tired and, I kid around with one of my buddies that, for a while there, I didn't even have a couch in my house because I had broken them. And when I mean broke them, literally broke them because I couldn't sit right and I literally spent so much time in them, they were destroyed. So there was a couple months time where we didn't even have a couch in our house because I destroyed them over the last couple of years. So to go from that dependency of a couch to not even having couches to, hey, what are we doing this year? Is just huge. It's huge for us as a family and for me as a person and just being able to move forward. So I would encourage anybody that's out there watching this or listening that, if you don't have a family plan or a family outlook, get one, make one. Plus, it also helps my kids. My kids are young and they understand, like, on the family plan, it's things that need to happen to the house. We need gutters, we need this, we need that. So they have a lot more understanding of why we do things the way we do, and as parents and as a family unit, like things that need to happen. So they're a lot more. Plus, we all have dreams. It's great to dream, keeps us motivated. I need a reason to get up every morning. I have lots. So to be able to share that with my kids, that's great. They all have dreams. They have visions too. There's things that my kids want to do. So if we work together as a family, then we can accomplish anything. So yeah, so 2018 is looking drastically different than our 2017, even how it ended to where it comes out. All right, so we got into the last couple of months. Things are going great. Families, we're doing well. We're doing a lot of things. Um, I had my 41st year follow up, and let me step back. So February, March, April, things are doing great. I'm off all the medications. I'm the healthiest I've ever been, even to the point where my 41st birthday, I had actually went to the doctor, and the doctor said there was nothing else I could do. My blood work came back perfect. My blood pressure was perfect. He's like, slow down. He actually told me to slow down. He said, stop losing weight right now. He said, take the summer, take the next 90 days, relax, maintenance, workout, whatever you're going to do. Just don't try and actively lose weight. Which I was like kind of like shocked, because the last 6 months I've been like, I want to lose weight. And the funny thing is my wife's been telling me that for a couple months now, but I wasn't listening to her. So it took the doctor to tell me stop losing weight. So now I'm kind of in a maintenance mode. Things are looking well. We actually ended up getting a financial advisor this year. I started reading. I started journaling, which is the book you see in front of me here. Some of my thoughts and some things, just because I can't always remember everything I'm doing. So things have been going well. I've noticed not only a change in myself, but a change in my family for the positive. We actually spend more time together. Well, one, because I actually want to get out and do stuff. I don't really ever visit my couch much, unless we're watching a movie with the family or something. But I typically get up and I'm on go time all day. So I'm feeling good. Everybody's doing well. My kids are 100% behind me. Tyler got excited about baseball this year. He says to my wife, I'm excited. Dad's going to be able to, last year I coached, and the last year I was miserable and I couldn't get my own balls. So he says to Mom, hey, Dad's going to be able to get the balls himself. I'm not going to have to get them for him this year. So that was kind of huge, So the impact that I'm having along with my family is huge. And now, as I sit here now, it's almost June. I'm coaching probably close to either coaching or co-coaching almost 30 different people, impacting different families, helping pay it forward, helping to give people a encouragement and a vision to have their whys, reach their goals. What I've been able to accomplish already this year is just even having this podcast, working with Steve, Madison Avenue Studios. I mean, this is something I thought about for months and just didn't know what to do. It just took the timing and being in the right place at the right time. There's a reason for everything. And I truly, honestly believe that. And so I can't wait to see what 2018 brings. This is kind of been a big thought of mine. I appreciate everybody listening in, following. Again, if you like what you hear, share it, like it, subscribe. We're definitely on Facebook, YouTube. We're going to be podcasting here on some channel soon. So stay tuned. I'd love to hear some feedback, good or bad. And I just appreciate everybody's support. And we'll see you guys next month.